What's up, Boysianeers and Boysianettes? I finally saw the Warcraft movie, and I gotta say, I think it holds up. I think it qualifies for the fans of of the video games, and before I went to go see this movie, I thought to myself, should I do a little bit of homework? Should I get some insight on this world of Warcraft? This universe. Should I get just a little idea of what to expect. But I said to myself, I ultimately decided, nah, I'm just gonna go into this movie with an open mind and just trust the movie to be true to the story, and then just to have a good time with it. And I did have a very fantastic time with it. The CGI, it was like one of the best CGI, best CGI work, one of the best CGI works I've seen in the WoW. I think the last time I saw CGI that great was probably Guardians of the Galaxy. With the way they made Thanos look. That's like fantastic work. And and with the Hulk, he looks great too, like in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But this is the best CGI that I can think of that I've seen since then in a movie. And the orcs, they look like real people. They look like they actually have actors, these big bulky like actors, playing orcs. That's how it looks to me, and it's fantastic. And I say this is the best video game movie since Mortal Kombat, the first one. There's like a whole other, there's like a whole just a whole circle of video game movies that are like complete rubbish, like Super Mario Brothers, Street Fighter, Final Fantasy. Yeah, and so I think this is the first good video game movie that we've had in a while. And I'm about to get into some spoiler territory, so turn off the video, hit pause if you have not seen the movie. Now, there's a couple what the fuck moments in this movie. Like the first one for me was when Golden kills Dorothan. I do not agree with that. I was really pissed off with that. I wanted to get up out of my seat, grab my empty bag of popcorn bag and my empty cup. I finished both beverages. I just wanted to get up and throw them both at the screen like, bullshit, fuck that, what the fuck? And it was like that. It was like reliving Game of Thrones all over again. Season 1 Game of Thrones, like with Ned Stark, I got really attached to him, and then they kill him off, by the end of the season. That's how I felt with Dorothan, where I got really attached to him. He really carried the movie for me the most out of everybody else, and then they just kill him. Like, what the fuck? I liked a lot of, characters in the movie. I liked also Garona, Lothar, Khadgar, Medivh. Oh, and back into another what the fuck moment in the movie. The king tells Garona to kill him, and she does it. And I'm like, what purpose does that serve? How does that spare? How does that, solve, the problem? How does that cleanse, the stink of the fuckery that they're in? I don't get it. I just don't get that. All that did was separate, both, clans, and now it's like, okay, now they're sworn enemies. What the fuck? What does that serve? What? And I thought to myself before seeing this movie, I thought this was something like where the humans and orcs have been at war for like a long time, and then they decide that it's time to work together, for the first time in their history, and then have some kind of truce after that. But this isn't the case. This is the beginning, where the humans are seeing orcs for the first time, and orcs coming from a dying planet, and then they come to Earth. Speaking of that, it has some aspects of Superman to it. Where Dorothan and his wife have a child, and they're forced to send him away, and they're both killed. And that's what gave me the feels like when, Dorotan's wife was killed after she sent their son away, and she watches him, drift away as she's dying, gasping her last breath, and that really hit me. That hit me even much harder than Lothar losing his son, and yeah, and I love the orcs. I mean, like, when I go to like before I saw this movie, and when I would go to like a store, and then I come across the video game section, and then see some video games of World of Warcraft, and one thing I always remember is seeing an orc in front of the cover, and that's like orcs are like the mascot of this story, of this universe for me. And I even try to even getting out of the theater and leaving as I was driving home, I found myself talking like the orcs from talk like Dorotan, like, I want to save our people, bring peace, or even like Gul'dan, like also like, now claim my new world. That was a bad impression of Gul'dan, but you get where I'm going. I mean, like, orcs are the shit. And yeah, I mean, like, this story has a little bit of aspects of Superman, like where two parents of a young infant, from a dying planet, and they're forced to send their child away because it's too dangerous for them to stay there, and then they die right after they send them away. I mean, like, it has some aspects to it, and the infant is found by humans, so I mean, it has some similarities, some elements of Superman there. So I found that pretty interesting, even though I don't agree with them killing off Dorotan. They should have kept him alive for at least one movie. I mean, like, what the fuck? I mean, if they plan on making more movies, I mean, I hope they do. But I think it wouldn't be the same without Dorotan, in my opinion. But this movie is pretty solid. So I give it 4 chair spins out of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, baby. So yeah, I would say if you're a fan of World of Warcraft, I don't think you'll be disappointed. I think it does treat the story the way it needed to be treated. I think they did what they needed to do, like with the story, and yeah, I think if you enjoy epic movies in general, I think you're going to enjoy this one. And let's see, I'm trying to think of what else I need to cover here. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, like, I had a fun time with this movie. I really did. I mean, I just did not agree with them killing off Dorotan. Even Gul'dan's ass kissers were like, "You're cheating, Gul'dan. No, that's not their way. That's not our way." Ugh. And so and it ends, like I said, it ends with the problem being unsolved, like, at least in my opinion it did. And it killed off a good chunk of their main characters, Dorotan, and I think Medivh. I think they killed them off too. And then they killed off the king. Like, I'm like, wow. I mean, they're killing off a lot of interesting characters. But I would have kept Dorotan alive. I mean, that's just me. If it wasn't for Gul'dan using his magic powers on him, then Dorotan would have had the upper hand. He would have whooped that ass for realsies. But did Dorotan die in the video game? I'm not sure. I mean, like, let me know in the comments section. Does he die at all in the game? And if he does, then I still don't agree with that. I really don't. But yeah, I think they should have kept that character going on and on for a while. But oh well. I mean, I still had a good time with this movie. But yeah. So if you see the movie, let me know what you thought about it, and does it hold up to the video games for you, or do you think it's rubbish like the rest of these video game movies? Yeah, so if you enjoyed this review, make sure you thumb up the video, and make sure you click subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, y'all.